For her mathematics project, Jessica took a survey of the number of occupants in each of the 18 houses on her street. The table below gives the results of her survey. So here we have a number of occupants, and here we have number of houses. Calculate the total number of occupants of the houses on this street. Now, this table, what does it mean? Like how are we to read this or interpret it? Well, what it means is that there's one house that has 2 occupants. There are 6 houses that have 3 occupants. There are 5 houses that have 4 people that are there. There are 2 houses that have 5 people that live there. There are 3 houses that have 6 occupants, and there is 1 house that have 7 occupants. And so our goal is to calculate the total number of occupants of the houses on the street. Here is a list of the numbers in our data set. Here is a list of the numbers in our data set. We have 2 because there's only 1 2. There is 3. There are 6 3s because there are 6 houses that have 3 people in it. So this is 1 2 3 4 5 6. And there are 5 4s because there are 5 houses with 4 occupants. So this is 1 2 3 4 5, right? So we have 5 4s because there are 5 houses with 4 occupants in it. So this is 1 2 3 4 5. Then we have 2 houses with 5 occupants. And so that's why we have 2 5s, 1 2. And there are 3 houses with 6 occupants. And so that's why we have 1 2 3. So it's 3 here. And there's only 1 house with 7 occupants. So that's why we only have 1 7 here. Now they want us to determine the total number of occupants on the street. So all we have to do is we say 2 times 1, 2 times 1. We say 3 times 6, 3 times 6. We say 4 times 5, 4 times 5. We say 5 times 2, 5 times 2. Next, we say 6 times 3, 6 times 3 because there are 3 houses that have 6 occupants in it. And then 7 times 1 because there's only 1 house with 7 occupants in it. And so we multiply each of these and then we add them all together. And when we do that, we get 75. So the total number of occupants of the houses on the street is 75. Next, we have to determine the mean number of occupants per house. Now for the mean, we have to add up we have to add up the total number of occupants and divide it by the number of houses. And so here we have 1, 6, 5, 2, 3, and 1. So we add up the total number of occupants, which is 75. We figured out in the last question. So the total number of occupants of the houses on the street is 75. So that's why we have a 75 on top. We add them all together, and then we divide it by the number of houses that we have. So it's going to be 75 divided by 18, and 75 divided by 18 is definitely 4.166666, and the list of sixes goes on and on. And so we just have the bar on top of it to indicate that it's a repeating decimal. So the answer here is 4.16666 and continuing on. Next, we have to determine the median number of occupants per house. Now, the median is the middle number once the numbers are arranged in order. So here's our data set. And we know that this 2 cancels out with this 7. This 3 cancels out with this 6. We're trying to find which number is in the middle. This 3 cancels with this 6. Now, there may be 2 numbers in the middle, right? And if that's the case, we just have to find the average of those 2 numbers. This 3 cancels with this 5. This 3 cancels out with this 5. This 3 cancels out with this 4. This 4 goes with this 4. And so we are left with 2 numbers in the middle. 2 numbers in the middle. So we have the median, right? The median is equal to, so the median is equal to, since there are 2 numbers in the middle, we have to find the average of those 2 numbers. So it's going to be 4 plus 4, right? All over 2, because there are 2 numbers on top. and it's going to be equal to 8, because 4 plus 4 is 8. So it's going to be 8 divided by 2. And 8 divided by 2 is definitely 4. And so what does that mean? Well, that means that the median number of occupants per house, the median number of occupants per house is 4. And that's the answer. Next, our goal is to calculate the modal number of occupants per house, the modal. Now, what is the mode? Well, the mode is the number that appears the most, right? The mode is the most popular value of the data set. And in this case, the modal number of occupants is 3 because 3 appears the most. If you notice our data set, we have 3 6 times, right? And that number appears the most. And so that means that the modal number of occupants per house is definitely 3. And that's the answer to this question.